आइए साहब, इनको जाना है। आइए आइए भाई। हाँ आइए, फटता बात भी आइए। अभी मस्जिद कहीं तो बड़ी तारीफ दोनों का। हेलो कैमरा प्लीज। खान साहब, एक नंबर। खान साहब भाई इधर।
एक नंबर नहीं, भारत माता की जय।
चिकिया रे तोड़ दिया दिल, एक नंबर। सिगरेट तो पीवा।
देखने जा रहे हैं
प्रॉप
बड़ा विजय। ओ इधर भाई, बड़ा विजय। थोड़ा जीवन हेयर पीछे करो ना, थोड़ा सा बहुत आ रहा है ये। नाइस नाइस,
वापस आ गया।
गुड गुड। कैमरा लुक। या दिस वे, थोड़ा सिट डाउन करो मैडम। एक दो फोटो थोड़ा नीचे।
क्या? नहीं, नीचे नहीं बैठती मैंने, नेक डाउन।
नहीं नीचे ड्रेस खराब हो जाएगी। एक बैक टू डाउन करो पीछे से, प्रोफाइल में। लुक एट वेरी नाइस। प्रोफाइल लुक।
ओके चलो, बाय बाय।
जबरदस्ती इसको गले में डाल देंगे।
मेरे पूरा हाथ ठंडे रखो।
इसको कितने फ्रंट पेज देना?
थैंक यू।
इधर में एक तो विदाउट स्पीच।
कभी तोड़ दिया दिल, कभी मैं चिकिया रे।
सलमान भाई।
हाँ,
इधर भाई कुछ बोल दीजिए ना। इधर भाई कुछ बोल दीजिए ना रोमन।
क्या रोमांटिक।
कुछ भी, समथिंग डिफरेंट।
ऐसा
चलो
अंदर आपका। इधर भाई स्टार है। हाँ इधर भाई, इधर सही सुनेगा, कवर पे सुनेगा।
The road was very difficult. It was not an easy road. They had false starts. Then thanks to Hasnain, my very, very able, once upon a time assistant who's now a director in his own right, who took upon himself the responsibility. He delivered the film with Akram Saab and with all this fascinating team. They made a film that was intended for the people of this country, not for the intellectuals, not for the festivals, not for the elite, not for the reviewers. It was meant for the people who are vulnerable to networks which run their terror shops and use vulnerable young people in their blood games. It was heartbreaking to see that in spite of getting a certificate from the appellate body called the tribunal, some of my own brothers, with whom I fight on every forum when it comes to the issues of the minority faith, they chose to see what was not there in the film. But even if they disagreed with the film, I respect them, they are my own. They have the right to oppose the film democratically, agitate peacefully. But when the establishment, when the police and the state apparatus got this feeling that there is going to be rampant violence, the distribution sector and the exhibition sector got cold feet. Even before the film was seen by many people, the word went around that this film is inflammable, it's dangerous. And as it is, the film did not have any major star apart from this guy next to me. The chances of it finding takers diminished. Now this was a tragic thing to happen. Despite that, Mukesh, my brother, who heads the distribution of Vishesh Films, did not budge from his position because I had approached him to help Mohsin Bhai out with the release of the film. Our involvement with this film is that we are distributors, but morally I have stood by Mohsin and Nisam and the entire film right from the beginning. The amount of fear that we saw in the police and in the state machinery was shocking. I've made innumerable films which have had problems in the past. I made a film called Zakham, which had the problem with the NDA and the Shiv Sena BJP government in '98, which had the essence of the Babri Masjid demolition and my own personal story. I had problems, but not like what we faced this time. No, never in my life have I had problems of this kind. But thanks to the innocence and the purity of niyat of these two people, that they have been able to blaze through this fire. We are living in dangerous times. As I talked today, I was just mentioning to my friend from the media that Penguin has withdrawn a book called The Hindu, which was in circulation because of the protest from a right-wing Hindu political party. Now, a book or a film is only a point of view. एक नजरिया होता है और कुछ नहीं होता है. You may have a completely opposite point of view. You have every right to criticize and run it down, provided you do it peacefully, adhering to the civilized values that we believe in. But if all this progress that we keep on talking about Indian industry, film industry growing from strength to strength, if it is not going to have its very heartbeat intact, which is the right of free speech, then all progress, all technological leaps mean nothing. फिर तो यही होगा कि keep on making films which have got आशिकी बनाओ, love story बनाओ, कोई सोशल इश्यू के साथ आप फिल्म को टच करेंगे तो आपको लोग डराएंगे. एक तो हमारे फिल्म वाले कोई बनाते नहीं है, बाहर का कोई आता है जिसके अंदर, मैंने तो याद है, मैंने मोहसिन भाई जब इन्होंने नियत दिखाई अपने का इजहार किया था फिल्म बनाने का, तो मैंने कहा था भैया जितना पैसा लगाएंगे उसके आधे पैसे अगर आप उसकी ऐलान कर दे कि मैं आग लगा रहा हूं उसकी सोरा फाउंटेन पे, तो ज्यादा लोग आएंगे. ऐसी फिल्में कोई देखता है नहीं. इश्यूज से कनेक्टेड फिल्में कोई देखते नहीं. पीपल वांट माइंडलेस डम एंटरटेनमेंट. उसके बावजूद उन्होंने कहा कोई बात नहीं, हम तो बनाएंगे. सो टू कट द होल स्टोरी शॉर्ट इज दैट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द ओनली metric of success is not the box office collection of the weekend, with almost no shows at so many places and very few shows and very less screens. According to me, compared to the films that are released with this kind of a star cast, the film has done reasonably well. It's been liked. But what is very heartening is the voices that came after the release from North India. Firangi Mahal, Maulana Kalbe Sadiq Saab, innumerable people who are scholars and who know the faith more than anybody else can claim, gave this film a clean chit. So, fortunately, while this discourse was tilting only on one side, that the film is blasphemous, is bad, it's disastrous for society and for the faith, that has been questioned by these scholars and these well-informed people of the faith. And I think now, with the film already in public space, the people themselves are speaking. So this is just to assemble here and proclaim to you and to ourselves that this very, very difficult exercise that they had taken upon has been difficult but pleasurable and finally fruitful, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Life finally prevails, death finally loses, intolerance finally gives way to sanity. And I hope tomorrow when we go to the courts tomorrow, because the matter is going to be heard in the courts tomorrow, I hope that the judges also see the truth that is embedded in this film, Ya Rab. And this is just one of the many films that will come out from brave people who will speak against intolerance, injustice, and against inhumanity. Ya Rab is only doing that. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon to all of you. Vijay Shankar here. Sir, you said